By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Derrick Henry. That's good.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, McDonald. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on 3rd down, McDonald. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Derrick Henry. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Jerome Baker in
order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On 3rd down, Tyson. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at it with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Down at the 4-yard
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
From the gun on 3rd down, McDonald. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Hands it off out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
27-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
The ball carrier.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And that might be Titan football. It is. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Derrick Henry.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's McDonald. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, McDonald. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Here comes Grant on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
45-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Tua. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Tyrell Williams.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Miami.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. On second down, it's Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to see absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, wasn't Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LREs. Distinctive destinations, all I want is...
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Mike Gesicki.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Down his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll run on first down. Tyson able to fight through one tackle. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun. McDonald eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
On the keeper. Intended for number 28. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. McDonald sets to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys,
Derrick Henry all alone. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards that time.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. Man open left side, it's Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Kamale Correa coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They begin with Henry. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Humphries. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw on 3rd down. McDonald. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play. But it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught at the 25. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25.
Yards. First down.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Forced out to his left.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
A gain of 15.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back now in Nashville. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Henry. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Under 10, under 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hey, smash, motion, reset, reset, reset.
Off the bootleg. McDonald. Smith catches left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And the busy night for Henry continues. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, McDonald looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 32-yard.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Tua now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Titans 17. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it again with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking here. He's got a man. Complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And 9.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Toss left, Henry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
22.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Breida. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Well, they're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up.
Ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now it's Henry, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 64 yards. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Nashville, good night, everybody.